What's up, everyone? Welcome to a very special episode of Nittany Talk, our Halloween episode. Today we are going to give you a tour of our studio. We have a very lucky trick-or-treater here, Jeremy. You ready?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, let's go. We normally don't use this entrance, but it is what it is.
Is it usually to start?
No, there's usually more lights, but
That's weird.
yeah, nobody's here right now. But yeah, that's kind of weird.
A little strange.
Yeah, where is everybody?
Live from Penn State's campus, this is Nittany Talk. I'm Courtney Green, and in today's episode, we're celebrating Halloween. Right now, my co-hosts Charlie Kretkowski, Alexis Boyle, Elle Ray, and I will be talking about a popular Halloween tradition, candy exchange. So, are you guys going trick-or-treating this year?
I don't think so. I do have costumes, so I'm not going to take away the fun of Halloween, and we're going to decorate our room, but I don't believe I'll be going door to door.
No, I won't be either. I mean, I think it'd be pretty fun if, like, all of the people in their dorms had special things they were giving out at each dorm, and everyone could go around and be like, yo, what do you got? Like, you want to do a trade or something? I think that could be a fun idea, but I'm not
going trick-or-treating? Yeah, I'm not going trick-or-treating either.
Yeah, best believe. I mean, I'm dressing up. And, I don't really know the good candy spots around here, so I don't want to take time to research that. Halloween's also on a Monday, and it's something weird about celebrating Halloween. It's like Thursday through maybe Sunday is my, I got to do this
weekend.
Gung-ho Halloween. That's my jam. But this year, probably not.
Right. I think it's really weird because I know my week starts on Sunday. I have meetings starting Sunday afternoon, and then Monday I'm here in the studio, from 8 to 10 filming. And then Tuesday night I'm in the studio. Wednesday night I have meetings. My week starts Sunday afternoon. So it's going to be kind of weird having Halloween on a Monday.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Monday just kind of throws a lot of people off.
Monday's
think so,
the
too.
scariest day for Halloween.
Low-key is the scariest day of the week. I'm not going to lie.
I agree.
It's like, ooh, okay. How many costumes did y'all get? Are you going to go, out?
Yeah, I have 4, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is one of them.
Nice. I love it.
But I'm going to be the Joker.
Fun.
I'm going to be Sleeping Beauty. A bunch of my friends are like Belle, Ariel, Tinkerbell.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
And then I'm doing Miss Halloween, which is a pageant style.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah, so I'm doing that with a little bit of blood.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah. That's really interesting. So far, I don't have anything. I know my parents are coming up for the Ohio State, Penn State game, and we have cabins off campus that we're all staying at. So I'm probably just going to have a chill weekend with them, not really go out and do anything, because once I hit the end of the week, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Unironically, this weekend I'm going to be dead. But, I'm just going to have a low-key weekend with them, spend some time.
Yeah.
Cool. That'll be so fun. What about you?
Yeah, you're looking at a costume I threw together last night. So.
I love it.
I'm a big procrastinator. I say that a lot. It's very true. So if I dress up for Halloween, I'll decide that on Sunday.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to dress up for Halloween itself, but I'll definitely I have 2 costumes that I'll wear out probably Friday, Saturday, or I might do Thursday, Saturday, potentially Sunday if there's something to do. I don't know. It's kind of throwing me off that we've got the Ohio State game because I don't want to miss that.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people, they don't throw parties or go out after one of those big games, and this is going to be one of the biggest games, so I feel like a lot of people are just going to be kind of tired.
One of those scenarios where it's Halloween.
Yeah.
Not necessarily Halloween. We're throwing down the weekend, and then Monday, like, oh, it's Halloween. We post all the pictures that we took this weekend, and it's Halloween.
Yeah.
So
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, I'm a huge planner. I started planning out my costumes in May.
That's so smart.
I'm not going to lie.
I should have done that.
Because last year I went to go do something with my friend, like not a couple costume, a group costume. We were going to do Buzz Lightyear and Andy, or Woody.
Yeah.
And
It is really
it's really cute, so I loved it. And we went to go buy it, completely sold out.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
I went to Spirit Halloween yesterday, and they had nothing in my size. Not one costume, and the store is huge.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, I should have gone earlier. I know you went yesterday.
again, you're looking at last night's Spirit Halloween trip right now. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so I just said I'm not going to do that again. Starting early to plan.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, But I also agree with you, this little thing was right after my class ended today at 2:15, ran myself up to Target downtown and tried finding different things. One of my ideas was actually your costume, but luckily I didn't throw that together.
That would have been funny.
If you guys wore the same thing, that would have been so fun.
It would have been something. Yours definitely would have looked a lot better. Mine would have been like a purple dress from Target. I didn't find anything green.
Has that ever happened to you? Where like you go to school and then some other guy's wearing like the same costume as you?
Yes.
And then you're just like the Spider-Man me?
Literally.
Yeah.
No, that's so funny.
Yeah. I hate that. I don't like walking into a room to see someone wearing the same thing.
Yeah.
So I picked out the Joker in May, and now all of a sudden my TikTok feed is flooded with girls being the Joker for Halloween.
Wait, that'll be so cool because I haven't seen a girl do that in so long. I see the Harley Quinn one.
Right.
Yeah, but now it's like coming back, and I already know I'm gonna walk in. There's definitely gonna be more than one.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna go as a cowboy, not this kind of cowboy. I have a brown hat with like a different costume, so I want to do that. I bought it freshman year actually, and I never wore it. So I was like, wait, I forgot I have this. This is great. And I think I'm gonna go as Spider-Man another day. And then me and a couple of my friends are going as Clementines. So, but I still have to buy that costume. And Amazon's really backed up. So
what's your plan for that? Like, what is?
I'm probably just gonna wear like an orange outfit and be like an orange outfit girl with like a little sticker.
okay.
Because that's what everyone else is doing. And as long as I could get it in time to like get to my apartment, I'll do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited.
You're prepared.
Oh, I
You
feel
got like 10 different costumes that you just listed.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay,
like
good.
10 different costumes.
I
and
was
I'm over
feeling
here with
unprepared.
this.
I like it.
Thank you.
It's gonna be really fun against the green screen later.
Don't remind me.
I love it. No.
What candy you guys looking forward to getting?
I don't know. I asked my roommates if we were going trick-or-treating and they all laughed. They were like, no. Nope. But freshman year we went trick-or-treating around our dorm floor.
Oh, see, that's something.
Yeah.
Maybe my RA will throw that together.
Yeah.
We'll get a message on Teams and be like, hey, everyone go buy some candy.
That'd be so cute.
Thursday night while you're studying or doing whatever, if you're not going out.
You're just getting whatever like candy from the Commons. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but to answer the question, probably Kit Kats.
Kit Kats? That's
Yeah.
your
I
favorite?
agree.
Yeah, I would say, I don't know. What do you guys?
No, I agree with you. The Kit Kats, if it's chocolate, I'm gonna say that. If it comes to not chocolate, I usually prefer non-chocolate candy, to be honest.
Do you like the sour candy?
I do. I love that.
I don't think we have any sour candy in here.
Yeah, I love the Sweet Tart Chewies. I love those. Even Airheads.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like chocolate. I'm a big. What'd you eat?
Kit Kat, what else?
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you said Kit Kat and he.
Yeah.
You
What
said
about
Kit
you,
Kat,
Elle?
and I started
You put
thinking
it
of
in the
Kit Kats. I
mood.
just
know
happened to have
as soon as
some
I saw
on
the
me.
big bag of Halloween candy come out at Target, immediately bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite candy?
M&M's, any type of M&Ms.
Oh yeah.
M&Ms are good.
I kind of forgot about those. I'm not gonna
Do you
lie.
eat them one by one or just like fill your mouth?
One by one. Gotta savor them.
Whoops.
True. Okay. Well, that wraps up our candy discussion. For Nittany Talk, I'm Courtney Green.
How long were you guys tailgating? What lots were you in?
So I was in lot 13, which is over by the dairy farms.
Right.
And it was a really nice,
It's like a
going
different-
outside, that's extreme.
It's a different thing. So here's the kicker. The next week, my mom goes down to City Hall and she's looking up records for the property, like. Welcome back to Nittany Talk. I'm Charlie Krakowski. This past weekend, Penn State celebrated homecoming and hosted what is now known as the greatest show in college sports, our Whiteout Game. For those who missed it, we're going to fill you in. Right now, I'm sitting with Ethan Hugh, Elle Ray, and Catherine Schreiner. So, what time did everyone wake up for the game?
I woke up at 8. I was trying to get ready for the tailgate, and my friends always get ready together in my dorm room, and I wish I didn't. I was so tired. I had a late night the night before. I was working at a haunted house. It was just not a fun time for me.
So I woke up at 7 to go set up for my tailgate with my friends. I also had a late night, so I didn't go to bed till 4 in the morning.
Oh no.
So I was running on 3 hours of sleep the entire day, and on top of that, I'd work later for the game, so it was a little rough day for me.
Well, completely not like you guys. I got up at 10. My parents and family and everyone came in, so we had this nice big tailgate all day, and we left for there maybe around 11:30 noon, and I was there till about 5, and then I started heading over to go into the gates, but I was not waking up before 9 o'clock. I don't know how you guys did, but Charlie, what about you?
I was in the same boat as Ethan. I went to bed at 4, and I was awoken at 7 by my roommate just knocking on the door. He's like, "Hey, you got to get out of here. We got to load the truck. We got to get a good spot." I'm like, "Oh, do I really have to do it?" But, I mean, I went. I had fun. How long were you guys tailgating? What lots were you in?
So I was in lot 13, which is over by the dairy farms.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And it was a really nice spot. That was the one that my dad had. My family had never witnessed a whiteout game other than my sister who attended here. So they were super stoked. They wanted the best spot that they could get. And they were really happy with the spot. It was a really nice spot. I definitely recommend lot 13 and just that area in general for anyone who's tailgating.
Yeah, I can agree with you. We were also in lot 13, so it was so much fun. I was there for about maybe 4.5, 5 hours. We all just we had about 3 different levels of food. We started by making some French toast and bacon on the griddle, and then we had some buffalo chicken dip and some other types of dip, and then we had kibasi and sausage and all of that. So it was a long day.
Jealous.
That sounds really
You're making me jealous.
You're making me hungry right now,
I'm
which is
so
not
hungry.
appreciated.
All I had to eat was undercooked burgers that my roommate made. We all had food poisoning at the end of the night. It was terrible.
Oh, no.
It was bad, but outside of food poisoning, how would you guys describe the atmosphere of the whiteout to, say, maybe a non-Penn State student?
So I can't really say much on it. I wasn't in the game.
What?
So from me working the haunted house the night before, my voice was gone. And I woke up that morning with a migraine, and I thought I could make it through. I could not.
Ooh.
I sold my ticket 30 minutes before the game started for $150, and then I went back to my dorm and slept. And I woke up in the 4th quarter, and I was like, okay, I mean, we're winning, woo. That's all I could do. I was just so tired and just beat up. I was not having it that day.
What about you guys?
So I would describe the whiteout to a non-Penn Stater, and the greatest show in college sports for sure, because it's once a year and it's always a huge turnout. We had 109,000 in the crowd that weekend, and you just step in the stadium, whether you're on the field as a recruit or you're just a family alumni or legacy, it's always unreal, and it's an experience that I think everyone should experience at least once in their life.
Yeah, I've definitely been to Penn State games. I have student tickets. My family are both alumni from here, and I've experienced a game, but it is like no other. Everyone there is there for one collective reason. It's a big family.
Indeed, it is a surreal feeling. For me, I was late getting into the game. I ended up having to watch the game from the aisle, standing in the aisle, because I was so late.
Yikes.
Well, this past weekend was quite a scary sight for Minnesota fans. Up next, we will be telling some of our own scary stories. For Nittany Talk, I'm Charlie Krakowski.
Going outside, that's extreme.
It's a different thing. So here's the kicker. The next week, my mom goes down to City Hall and she's looking up records for the property.
Welcome back to Nittany Talk. I'm Andrea Snowdy, and in our last segment of the day, we'll be discussing our scary experiences and ghost stories. So Charlie, do you have any Halloween or spooky stories for us?
I do actually, and I have a personal one. Let's get this started. So, about a year ago,
Gotta put in the effects.
yeah, about a year ago, my parents bought a cabin in York County. Last winter, I went camping on the property with a few of my friends, started a fire, and we set up a speaker for, listening to music. But none of us had cell service, so we had to use the AM/FM radio because it's the only thing that we could listen to music on. So as the night ends, all the guys go to the tents. I stay by the fire to watch it go out because we don't want a forest fire or anything.
Right.
I dozed off, and then I was awoken to a woman's voice saying, "Thomas, look out."
Oh my God.
And I didn't know where it came from, but I drew the conclusion that it came through the radio. So, flash forward to next summer. I'm up at the property doing yard work,
Okay.
and I have to stay there. In the room that I was sleeping in, there was no door, so I could see through to the glass paneled front door. Around 2 a.m., I'm awoken to a soft knocking on the door. I sit up and I look, and there's a little boy standing at the door.
Gross.
What?
I don't know why, but my first instinct was to answer the door. So I got up, I went to the door, opened it. There's nobody there.
Oh my God.
And I stood on the front porch for about 5 minutes, looked around in the tree line, nobody to be seen.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
That is actually like something straight out of a horror movie. Like.
Well, here's the kicker. So I tell my dad about it the next morning.
Yeah.
He agrees. He's like, all right, well, I'm going to come stay with you, help you out with yard work up there the next day.
Good guy.
The next night, we both stayed in the cabin. Around like 3 a.m., he went to the basement to get like an extra blanket or something. Now, the way that the cabin is laid out is there's no staircase to get there. You have to go out and around the back, down the hill, to get to the door to the basement. When he was coming back, he found me sitting on a tree stump, like completely knocked out.
Like you were asleep.
Asleep, just sitting there.
Oh my God.
And he woke me up. He brought me back inside. I had no idea how I got there.
That's so weird. So you like slept walk out there?
Yeah. So I slept walked out there.
Have you ever slept walk before?
I have, but
But that's
but going outside
Yeah,
is like
going
a different.
outside, that's
It's a different
extreme.
thing. So here's the kicker. The next week, my mom goes down to City Hall and she's looking up records for the property, like who owned it, all that stuff, because it's interesting.
Yeah.
She finds a newspaper article from like the late 19th century about a boy, 8-year-old boy named Thomas, who was killed in a logging accident on the property.
Wow.
Yeah.
The tree that I was sitting on was the tree that killed him.
Oh my
That's crazy.
God. That's insane.
You said you owned this property.
Yeah,
Do you still own that property?
unfortunately.
Are you okay with that?
I'm fine with it. It was actually a pretty cool experience, but not a bad entity. What about you, Scott?
I've got
Let's hear your story.
a lighter note. Still authentic.
Okay, let's hear it.
From me. Back in my hometown, there was this park I'd go to just like every day, and it was nice. It was Hansel Park, and running alongside this park was Hansel Road, and to one side was suburbia.
Crazy.
And on the other was a thick, piney forest that reached out onto the road and clawed at passerby. I was already young and scared from a dark, creepy forest, but my friend told me a story that just made everything a little worse. His older brother was driving home one night when his headlights illuminated this figure above his car, and he didn't waste time. He saw that, and he sped right home. And this is when
I
he
would
saw his
too.
brother, run in, shut the front door behind him, and he was white as a ghost.
Ghost.
I get this, and I'm not just taking my friend at face value. So I go ahead and run on my computer and look up if there's any legitimacy to this haunted Hansel Road. And sure enough, there's articles and like journals written about, paranormal sightings along this strip.
So it's notorious.
Yeah, the most popular they claim to write about is this green pillar with bright red eyes. And ever since, biking home has been a fright.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I'd be pretty scared to bike home too.
Andrea, you got one for us?
Yeah, so mine is me and my friends, we were really dumb, but 2 years ago, we visited this abandoned insane asylum that's I live in Maryland, and it's right outside Washington, D.C. I believe it opened in 1925 and was shut down in 1991.
What asylum?
It's called Forest Haven Asylum.
I've been there.
Really?
I've been there.
Apparently, it's one of the most vicious asylums in the U.S. I mean, there was a lot of alleged abuse and medical experiments that went on there, and they say hundreds of patients were murdered there. So
I love early 20th century medicine.
Love that, yeah. I mean, it was just completely awful, but I didn't even know all that until after I'd visited.
So you didn't do your research?
I did not. I just thought, hey, we're gonna go to a cool abandoned place where there's lots of graffiti.
Right.
But it was really spooky. I mean, we got there and there were a bunch of buildings, but then there was this main one that was just huge, and all these examination rooms, and of course it's old and run down, and so there's holes in the ground, you had to watch where you were stepping, and graffiti everywhere, pentagrams everywhere, you could tell there had definitely been some cult activity.
Did you go to the basement?
I did go to
You
the
did?
basement.
Was
Yes.
it flooded when you went?
I did not. It was not flooded, but
Okay.
I personally, I just couldn't stay in there very long because I just had a very uneasy feeling.
Oh.
I was in a
Anybody
That might be
would.
that might be asbestos too. So
exactly
Right.
Yeah, that's
Shout out
very
Atherton
true.
Hall, actually.
Atherton.
Yeah, but I went in with a big group of friends, and so that made me feel a little bit better. But now there's a juvenile detention center right next door, and there's a lot of security guards there. And I guess they saw our flashlights, and you're not supposed to trespass. Anyway, but so we hid. We were already outside. We were hiding behind these bushes, and we hid from the cops. And my friend Timmy, he ran away to try to distract them so the rest of us could run to the car, and it was just insane. Eventually we got away. We got away from the
Good.
police, and it's a good story to tell. But
And Timmy?
Timmy's okay. He's okay. He's fine. He got in the car with us.
that's
so.
awesome.
What about you, Catherine? Do you have any stories?
So this isn't my story because I don't like talking about my own paranormal stories. I get too spooked out by those.
Yeah.
But I was reading about this story. It takes place in New Jersey. Basically, there were these two sisters that were living with their family in this old farmhouse. And every morning they'd wake up and there'd be a cup next to their beds. And they just always assumed there was just this ghost. They were calling her mother just because she seemed so caring and so nurturing. And this chair, whenever they were playing in the living room, would always move to the center of the room slowly. And they would always put it back just because it's a living room. You want to be able to live in it without a chair in the middle of the
This
room.
is with the feng shui.
Yes, of course. And then all of a sudden one day, they had moved out of the house, and one of the girls does some research on their house. And she finds this article talking about this widow that used to live in the house. And the widow had poisoned her two children with poisoned milk that was sitting on their bedside table before they went to bed. So those cubs, they were like, oh no, it was the widow. She was trying to poison us. And she was found dead herself in a rocking chair in the middle of the room. And they have a photo of the chair, and it's the exact chair that they had in the house.
Oh my God.
So,
yeah.
So they bought the house with that chair in it.
Yeah. I don't know why you would trust that, but
Yeah,
Find out.
seriously. That's kind of
Yeah.
insane in itself.
Right.
If I knew that some event happened there, or any
I would get
any
out as
piece
soon
of
as
furniture,
possible.
any house, sorry, I'm not living
Yeah.
there. It's like the horror movies where the typical people move into the house. They're like, oh yeah, there were 15 murders there. It's
Yes.
Movies,
could it be
huh?
me? Could it be me?
Yeah. Cases like that they always chill me to the bone. It's just so weird that some ghosts just want to interact with people like that and just screw with people like that. I've definitely had my own experiences like that.
Yeah. Oh, I can't say that I have, but anyway, that's all the time we have for today. We hope you enjoyed our spooky, scary, special Halloween episode.
For Nittany Talk, I'm Andrea Snowdy, and we'll see you next time.